I've tried no carbs, I've tried the keto, I've tried Herbalife. There was even a time where I was taking weight loss pills. I've tried everything. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing okay. I'm doing well. If you're new to my channel, hey girl, welcome to my channel. I hope you're doing okay. My name is Sergine. You can just call me Serge. My channel is about motivating people to become the best version of themselves. On that note, please subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to follow me on my social media platforms so we can keep in touch. This video is going to be about my intermittent fasting journey. I feel like a lot of people have asked me about what I'm doing to lose weight. Obviously, if you don't know, I have been doing intermittent fasting for the past 4 months now. I'm going to include before and after pictures so you see the difference, but I've lost weight. I've lost about 8 kilograms, which is about 17 stones, and I've had a lot of questions about what is it that I'm doing, how is it working for me, and I've had so many questions. I decided that I'm going to film my intermittent fasting journey and how that's been working for me. I've put on so much weight. By the way, there will be a video on this, so make sure you go and check that video out as well. Anyways, let's go straight into it. To be quite honest with you, I've never been a skinny girl. I've never been slim. I don't want to be slim. I'm team thick. There's nothing wrong with being slim. I just feel like we're all different shades, different sizes, beautiful. Like, we're all beautiful in our own way. I'm just that thick girl and I love being thick, but I have put on weight. There was just a lot of things that happened, a lot of bad habit, and I found myself in a predicament where I was like, wow, I don't like what I see in the mirror. I just want to lose weight and go back to the original weight. My ideal size will be size 12, 14. If I'm a 12 or a 14, then I'm good. I don't want to be below 12. Earlier this year in June, I weighed myself and I was like, what am I seeing? Definitely the heaviest I've been in all my life. When you put on weight and you're like, okay, this is the heaviest I've been in my life, and you feel like, okay, that's bad, and you forget it and you continue and you continue. I was just like, what? Like, I remember there was a time when I went on a scale and I was 100 kilograms, and that was like, whoa, this is the heaviest I've been. June 2019, I went on a scale and I looked at myself. I was 112 and I was so unhappy. How do I get from 100 kilograms to 112 kilograms? That was definitely like an eye-opener. Like, I did not want to be 112. I didn't even want to be 100 kilograms. I was unhappy about what I saw in the mirror. To be quite honest with you, I am a thick girl. Like I said, I feel like I'm going to be repeating that throughout this video. I've always had a flat tummy. I've not always been a girl that suffers with like the stomach area. Even if I put on weight, it will usually be on my arms, my thighs, or my bum. It's never on my stomach area. When I start to see that my stomach is looking out of place, that's when I know that, okay, you've done too much, you need to stop now. I was looking at my stomach and I was like, okay, like we're way out of line now. It's no longer looking cute. So in June was basically just like an eye-opener, because I didn't like what I saw in the mirror. I felt like I was just looking all over the place, and when I'll buy jeans, it will be a struggle. I was a size 16, but some 16 wouldn't fit properly, and when it comes to like shirts, I have to get like a bigger size because my arms were getting bigger as well. I have big arms and I got it from my mama, and I always say that and my mama got it from her mama, so we're just keeping the big arm going from generation to generation basically. And usually I'm slimmer on top and bigger at the bottom, so it was just like I was even bigger on top as I was getting bigger at the bottom. So I knew that I had to do something about it. But to be quite honest with you, I feel like because gaining weight has been a journey, I've also been on a journey of losing weight. I've tried everything. I've tried no carbs, I've tried keto, I've tried Herbalife. There was even a time where I was taking weight loss pills. Like, I've tried everything. So I know that I've been unhappy with my weight for a long time. It's just been going up and up and up and up, which is not really what I wanted, but obviously I didn't do anything about it. And that's also one thing with shortcuts. Like, losing weight should be a journey. It shouldn't be something that you just do for a period of time and give up because you will not see results. And that's definitely been my story. I've tried different stuff. I've tried Herbalife, but I would try for a period of time and then I'll be like, oh, it's not working, and then I'll move on to something else. The key to losing weight is consistency. Like, I was watching YouTube videos, I was watching people saying this, but I never got it in my head. Seriously guys, I can't say this enough. If you want to lose weight, you have to be consistent. You have to remain consistent at everything that you're doing. I wasn't consistent with everything that I was doing in the past. I just literally tried to lose weight, went back to unhealthy habit, went back to unhealthy habit, and here we are, June 2019, weighing myself. I'm 112 kilograms. I was very sad. I was depressed. So I said, you know what? I need to do something about it. Prior to this, I've been watching YouTube and I'm watching people talking about intermittent fasting, and I was just thinking, what? This sounds very drastic. Like, how can I fast for 16 hours or 18 hours or 20 hours? It just didn't make sense to me. So I never considered this at first. I was just like, okay, whatever. I'm not going to do it. I just need to find another way to try and lose weight. And I remember also having a conversation with one of my good friends. He's been trying to lose weight and is doing intermittent fasting and it's going on well. I was just like, you know what? Let me research this intermittent fasting and see how it works. So I was watching a lot of videos on YouTube, and at first when they were saying fasting for 16 hours, I literally thought you have to be awake fasting for 16 hours. I didn't know that the 16 hours included the time that you slept. I was just scared of starting the intermittent fasting because it just sounded like it was something that was very drastic. June now, I looked at myself. At this point, I was desperate. I was like, nah, I don't like what I see and I need to do something about it. So I decided to research and then start my intermittent fasting journey. If this is the first time that you're hearing about intermittent fasting, then I'm quickly going to explain what it is. But there's so many videos out there on intermittent fasting that go into details, that explain the science behind it. Basically, what the intermittent fasting is, that you fast for a certain amount of hours and then you eat. So you've got fasting window and eating window. Some people fast for 16 hours and they eat for 8 hours. So what that means is that you decide, for example, that you're going to have your first meal of the day at 11 o'clock. And when you have your first meal of the day at 11 o'clock, you will stop eating at 7 o'clock, which gives you 8 hours to eat. And then you will fast 16 hours and you will eat the next day at 11 o'clock. So that's basically how it works. Some people make it more drastic. They do 18 hours fasting and 6 hours eating. So that's what I'm doing at the moment. Some people fast for 20 hours and eat for 4 hours. Some people fast 1 day a week. They don't eat for 24 hours and they eat the following day. So you have so many ways of doing it. I decided to start the intermittent fasting. So I started in July, I think. So in July, I took pictures and I was like, nah. And I looked at my stomach and I was like, girl. And I was telling my friends, none of you told me this. How did you allow me to get to this? It was bad. Anyways, I started my intermittent fasting journey in July. It was scary, but at the same time, I was determined. I was like, no, I need to lose weight. And if this works, then it means I have to do it. And I also feel like, for me personally, when I tried no carbs, for example, I feel like with losing weight, you have to be intentional and you have to think about what things would work for you. You can't just do something because everybody else is doing it. Personally, I felt like I loved carbs. So stuff like rice, pounded yam, plantain, I love stuff like that. And I'm not into sweet stuff. I don't really eat dessert. I'm more of a savory person. So I love all the carbs. I can really go in on pounded yam and rice. And I didn't want to stop. And I know that for me, stopping eating carbs is not something that will be long lasting for me. I'll just do it for a period of time and then go back to eating. And I was tired of doing certain things for like a period of time and stopping. I just wanted to do something that was realistic for me, something that works for me. And when I researched on intermittent fasting on its own is not just for losing weight. It's a good way of living as well. So you can literally be on an intermittent fasting for the rest of your life because it has so many benefits. What it does is that it allows your body digest your food and gives your body the opportunity to heal. Certain food takes longer than others to digest. So basically what intermittent fasting does is that it allows your body to have enough the whole time that it needs to digest whatever food that is that you've eaten, and then after that your body starts the healing process. So your body starts to heal diseases, to heal anything that is wrong with your body, you know. So that's basically what intermittent fasting is. So you can actually be doing intermittent fasting for the rest of your life. It's not just about losing weight. So I wanted something that was doable. I wanted something that was long lasting. That's why I chose to do the intermittent fasting. I knew that for me, stopping eating rice and stopping to eat pounded yam was not going to work. I have to have rice at some point. So even if it's brown rice, even if I have to eat rice and reduce the portion, I had to have rice. So also make sure that you do something that is doable for you. Don't just pick anything because everybody's doing it. Don't jump on keto because everybody's doing it. You might not be able to last a week if you go on keto. So do your research and make sure that you do something that works for you. If I was to be honest with you, the first month of my intermittent fasting journey, I didn't stop eating what I was eating. I didn't cut anything down. All I did was I was just eating in my window of eating. So I would have 2 meals a day. So I'll break my fast around 11 a.m. or 12. I'll have my first meal, and then in the evening I'll have my dinner. In between I'll have a few snacks here and there, and that was it. I didn't stop what I was eating. I still had my rice, I still had my pounded yam. I can't come on here and lie to you, okay? I'm not going to lie. The first month especially, I didn't stop at all. All I did was just respect my windows of fasting and my windows of eating. That was it. And guys, I lost weight during that month too. I can't lie. I think I lost about maybe like 3 kilograms by still eating what I was eating, but just respecting my windows. So that worked for me. I'm not saying that's gonna work for you. I'm not saying you should go and be eating anything that you want. I'm just saying that for me personally, I wanted to do things easy. I wanted to take it one step at a time. So I didn't want to just introduce something drastic and not be able to complete it, because I'd done that in the past and it never worked for me. Okay, they say if you want to see change, if you want to see results, you also have to change the way you do things. So I had to change the way I did things. What I noticed was that I lost appetite. Okay, my first month of intermittent fasting, the loss of appetite was no joke. And sometimes I would even fast 18 hours without knowing. I just wasn't hungry. My body just got used to not eating for 16 hours that I didn't have an appetite anymore. I struggle with overeating. I'm always overeating. But I realized that the first month, oh my God, like I would not finish half of my plate. Like I would have a quarter and then I'll be full. So I know this was due to the loss of appetite, which I struggled with because I needed to eat so that I can be able to fast. But sometimes it was just so hard to eat. I literally had to force myself to eat. So that's what I realized in the first month. Second month, I became very intentional about what I ate. Even though I was still eating the stuff that I'm used to eating, I made sure that I reduced it. And I made sure that sometimes, for example, if I go to Nando's, my meal is like chicken, chips, and coleslaw. That's what I get. But I would go to Nando's and I would have, you know, salad instead of chips. Never used to like brown bread, but the second month I was getting brown seeded bread. So I'll have like a toast, just one. So I was very intentional, very, very intentional about what I ate. I cut down on carbs, but I was still having my carbs because that was realistic for me. That's what I did on the second month, and I noticed that I lost more and more weight. Third month, I feel like I'm still doing the same thing. I'm still, you know, very intentional about what I eat. I'm intentional about what I put in my body. I'm intentional about what carbs to eat, what not to eat. If I can avoid carbs, then I can. So I'm very intentional about what I'm doing. I think that's just been what I've been doing, you know, throughout. So from the second month up until now, I am just very, very mindful about what I'm eating. I was still doing the 16 to 8, but it became very easy. After the third month, I decided to change the gear and fast 18 hours and eat 6 hours. And honestly guys, I can't lie, I've struggled. And it's weird because when I was doing the 16-8, sometimes I'll forget to eat and I'll fast for 18 hours. But now that I've decided to actually fast 18 hours and eat 6 hours, it's become very, very hard. Those 2 extra hours are just doing my head in at the moment, but I'm still pushing through. I can't lie, I also went back to the gym, especially when I started my intermittent fasting. I went back to the gym, I was working out, I was at the gym at least 4 or 5 times a week. However, I've had a lot of things in between. So after the first month, I've just been very, very busy. So I don't really go to the gym as much as I would love to, but I'm going back. I'm gonna make sure that I do that 3 or 4 times a week and be consistent. That's one thing that you need to remember, guys. It's a journey. There are times where you would genuinely feel like you don't want to go to the gym, you can't be bothered to go to the gym, and that's okay, as long as you're very intentional about what you're doing and that you're always coming back, trying. Even if you fall back, always get back up and try again. You will be fine. I feel like I've been struggling to go to the gym, but it's something that I'm working on now, and I'm actually at a place where I feel like, okay, I can go back to the gym, because my life before was just busy and starting YouTube. I was shooting content, and yeah, there was just a lot that was going on, and I couldn't go to the gym. There's a few things that I've noticed while doing the intermittent fasting. Number one, like I mentioned before, I've noticed that my stomach has shrunk. I don't eat as much as I used to eat anymore, honestly, and that's been consistent. That's why I love intermittent fasting. It's been consistent. I've just been eating smaller portion. I don't overeat anymore. Okay, I still struggle with overeating, that's one thing. I'm gonna be fine because I'm getting better and better at it. When I put a portion in my plate, it's like once you're full, you're full. My portion are definitely smaller than it used to when I started, which is a good thing, because that's what you want. You want to be able to eat a small portion and still feel full and feel like you've eaten. Obviously, I've noticed that I've lost weight. Guys, I don't remember the last time I lost weight like this. With intermittent fasting, seriously, and like I said, I'm still eating the carbs. I've just cut down. I've lost about 8 kilograms in 4 months, and for me that's amazing, because in the past I tried so many things and I didn't lose weight, but this worked for me. So that's amazing, which means that I'm going to continue to be doing intermittent fasting until I get to my desired size. I've also noticed that my sleeping pattern is getting so much better. So I struggled to sleep. Before I started intermittent fasting, it was bad. Like, it was really bad. I would sleep like at 3, 4 a.m. in the morning, and I would wake up, I would stupid o'clock during the day. It was just mad. But since I started doing intermittent fasting, my sleeping pattern is getting better and better. That's the good thing about intermittent fasting. Like I said before, it's not about losing weight. It's literally about living like a good, healthy lifestyle. And just in general, guys, I feel so much better. I feel like the best Sergine. Like, I just feel stronger. I always feel like energized. I'm not always tired. I was always tired before. Now I feel like I'm okay. I can work, I can go, I can get up in the morning and just keep going. I feel so much better. That's my intermittent fasting journey so far. I am still in the journey, so I'm still going to be sharing stuff with you that I'm doing to also help you. So if you're in a weight loss journey and you're struggling and you don't know what to do, just drop me an email or contact me on my social media. I will definitely, you know, get back to you. Even if you just put a message in a comment section, I will definitely get back to you, because I know it's not easy to lose weight. It's not easy, especially if you're trying to do it on your own. I definitely want to be able to support you in your journey of weight loss as well, but I'm definitely going to document my journey here for you to see like how I'm getting on. I intend to continue doing it until I get to the point where I am happy. I don't even mind doing it for the rest of my life, to be honest with you, because your body doesn't need so much food. We're putting so much food into our bodies, and our bodies don't need that. If I missed out anything, just write a question in the comment section and I would respond. So I'm gonna sign out now, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please, if you did enjoy this video, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like and share and comment and all that good stuff. I will see you in my next video. Bye for now. God bless. Mwah. Take care. I wanted something that was I wanted something that was long lasting,